Hello guys, welcome to 974 Exotics, here for another treat. And the treat of today is so amazing. It's crazy actually to be sitting in this car right now, shooting with Anupam, and we're gonna be shooting with the owner. And we're gonna have a full experience from the owner's perspective. The most expensive car that we shot in our YouTube channel, it was almost years ago, and it was the Pagani, link in the description. And I mean, after 2 years almost to have this treat is just crazy. Anupam, let's show them. Guys, feast your eyes on this beauty right here, the Aston Martin V12 Speedster. This review is going to be a full review, but not from a YouTuber's perspective, but from an owner's perspective. Comment below if you have seen this before from the owner's perspective, yes or not. Owners, salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
So here we have Mohammed Ibrahim Lasmakh, the owner of this car, and he's going to give us a full review from his own perspective about this car.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Abdurrahman, and thank you for having me on this channel.
Thank you very much. This is a treat. I mean, you know, the most expensive car that we had was the Pagani, and it was 2 years ago, and we couldn't even dream of having a car like this on our channel, so thank you.
It's a pleasure, really.
So, first of all, what made you buy this car? Because the price range of this car, we're talking about almost four something.
Yeah,
right?
4.5 million.
You can buy so many cars in this price range.
Absolutely.
Why this?
The main reason why I bought this car was it was one of the only cars in that price range that was actually a speedster. So as you can see, it has no windshield, and also another reason was because of its power unit. It has a 5.2 liter, it's a 5.2 liter V12 producing 700 horsepower, 750 Newton meters of torque if you're interested.
Well, it's calibrated, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a V12, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually the V12 out of the DBS, but detuned to 700 horsepower.
One thing that people might not know,
Yep.
the Speedster, and we're going to say it in Arabic, the Speedster يا شباب السيارة اللي تجيكم بدون windshield وبدون سقف. There are only 3 cars in the world I think that people know about so far. The Elva from McLaren.
The Elva, the
Ferrari
Monza, and there's the Sterling Moss Mercedes.
The Sterling Moss, yeah. And this car, I mean, but this car, I mean, one of 88.
Yes, this is specifically chassis number 4 out of 88. As you can see, it's got the Top Gun livery. You can see over here on the door, Captain Pete Mitchell, which is the pilot of the F-16 in Top Gun.
We have also the jets on the side.
Yeah, these represent how many dogfights you've won. So each plane represents a plane that you blew up in a dogfight. So yeah,
I mean, that's interesting. That's interesting. You know, the car has so many special features. It's so well done. It's so aesthetically pleasing that you cannot give this car justice even with this full review from an owner's perspective.
You have to see it in person. It truly is a piece of art.
It's really amazing. It's something that we were talking about behind the camera. Me and Anupam, we didn't like the rims, but he loved them because they make you think of a turbine.
A turbine, actually, like a propeller, you know, like something, like a piece inside of the jet engine.
And you know, it makes sense because it gives you this extra feel of, I'm not gonna say luxury, but like the classic look.
Yeah, you can say it looks like, it's a 5-spoke design. It's almost any car can work with a 5-spoke design.
Yeah, exactly. It's these spokes that make the car look good.
Yeah.
Carbon ceramic brakes?
Yes, absolutely. It's got carbon ceramics all around.
So I'm not gonna say that you daily drive this car,
Absolutely
but
not.
you bought it in.
I bought it in November 2021,
Okay.
and I have been enjoying it. You can say like once every 2 weeks, but
Okay.
only in the winter, like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
in the
because
summer.
the summer in Qatar
summer
is-
is absolutely hell.
It's something else. I mean, unless if you have the brave heart to drive it, and sweating inside this beautiful leather.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna devalue your car. Yeah,
The smell is gonna devalue the car.
definitely.
So the thing is, you have how many kilometers on the clock?
It's got 1,500 kilometers on the odometer. I just went out in it 2 days ago.
When I spotted you.
Yeah, when you spotted me, exactly.
I mean, like literally. Okay, this guy is so humble. Thanks to him, he gave us this opportunity. I came to him 2 days ago. He was drinking coffee with his friend in this car. It was freezing cold. I've shown him. Actually, I spoke about Anupam because through the Bearded Gearhead on Instagram, he did a photo shoot for this car, and we just. I mean, it was a feel. It was really that quick, yani.
No, it's really my pleasure for having you here. I enjoy these kind of things.
I mean, it's just crazy. Okay, so what about the helmets?
So the helmets are modeled after the helmets the pilots wore in Top Gun. So you can see the name Maverick written on the helmet. So that was the nickname of the pilot.
Interesting.
And same name on the door as well.
I have a question. If you wanted to customize the helmets, how much does it cost?
Well, to be honest, I received these helmets a size too small. So when they asked me, when I asked them for another one, they asked for 60,000 riyals in return. So
60,000, so approximately between 11 to $12,000.
around, you can say around $17,000. Yeah,
17,
so more safer estimate.
Okay, well, fair price for the car that has this kind of price tag, but
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I would go with a custom helmet on my own.
I completely agree.
So everything is carbon fiber in the car.
Yep.
Is this the only car with this color scheme?
No, actually, I've seen another one with the exact same livery and paint.
Okay.
But I think that one was in, Hong Kong.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's not in Qatar.
No.
Because in Qatar so far we saw only 3 cars, I think. The green one,
Yeah,
the burgundy.
there was the DBR one, and then there was this one. Then there was the exposed carbon fiber. It was gray and maroon carbon.
Okay. The maroon is the Qatari flag, so
Yeah.
the guy chose a spec.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't think he's gonna ever sell it. You will never gonna sell this.
Definitely not. I'm not planning on selling it. It's a very special car. Probably one of the last V12 engines.
I think so also, yeah.
It's got a very nice ride. It rides very nicely. The engine is torquey, so whenever you put your foot flat, the turbos spool up and you just fly.
You know, he said something very interesting. He said that if you switch off the EBS,
The traction control.
yeah, the traction control.
This is one of the easiest cars that breaks traction in my whole fleet. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say that all you need to do is just push the throttle and the car will start spinning its wheels.
I was telling him, is it as I said as worst, but I don't mean it in this way, as the Mustangs. But he said, I mean, if you know how to drive, then get this car if you can. But if you don't know how to drive, just keep it up.
Yeah, just keep the traction control on. You'll definitely be better off that way.
Yeah, because I mean V12 with this torque and this horsepower just on the rear tires.
Yes.
Okay, can we know what about the tires? Are they?
They're custom-made Pirelli P0s. As you can see, the custom part of it has been worn off. This used to be the color of the fighter jets, the bright blue of the fighter jets.
Okay.
But with time and of course miles, it's become
But you love it.
Yeah, I completely love it. It's absolutely like it's like it was a piece of it was a part of the design, but now it's gone, and I don't know how long it will take to make a new set or to order a new
So
set.
we said that the things that you love about the car, the
Yeah.
shape, the right quality, the torque,
Yeah.
I mean the feel of it, the V12, and so on. What are the things that you hate about the car?
Okay, so to start off, the seats. The seats may look cushy and comfortable, but they're not.
Okay.
They're actually really, really hard when you drive it for
A long time.
a long
And
period
you
of
said
time.
something because these seats are based on the fighter jet
Yes,
seats.
the interior is actually modeled after the F-16 fighter jet,
Wow.
and the seats are also modeled after the F-16 seats. And I don't know if an F-16 is that uncomfortable, but
Yeah, I mean, I've never been inside.
yeah, me neither. But I think this is the closest we can get.
Yeah, I mean, guys, if you can make us as famous as other YouTubers, maybe we can get a ride and
An F-16, hopefully.
you never know. Something that you guys might not know is this, and I don't think if you know or not, but because this car is open and you have so much air going inside it from nature itself, this is not an embroidery. This is actually a 3D printed plasticky component.
Oh, that's interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I
So
thought it was
that-
rubber.
yeah, it's actually 3D printed rubber, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's just to keep, I mean, just to keep it, because imagine if you had fabric.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Oh yeah,
I mean, the DBR ones do have leather interior, so
yeah, it's true.
yeah.
Exhaust.
Yeah, the exhaust note. Yeah, the exhaust note is a bit too quiet for something this special. I mean, you can when it's idle, it's perfectly fine. But as soon as you start driving and the wind starts to hit your face and you start hearing the wind, the exhaust note completely disappears. Like 65 kilometers and above, you can't hear the engine.
Okay, so we turned the music off just for the sake of listening to
Yes.
the car startup. So can you please start up the car for us?
Absolutely.
And by the way, since Anupam is going to the back, very special plate number, mashallah, tabarakallah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, fairly easy. Mashallah. It's detuned, but I love the sound.
Yeah. So this is I'm gonna give it some revs.
Okay.
It's got a different exhaust than the DBS, so it's a different note. So.
Again, one more. What do you want more out of the exhausts exactly?
Well, the only reason this exhaust was loud because the car wasn't fully warmed up. It was only halfway warm.
Okay.
You know, it was like, I think it was 60 degrees. So it was like popping and crackling more.
You know, there are some bits and pieces that I love about the car.
Example?
When it comes to the door panel.
Yeah.
Anupam, show them the door panel. I mean, you told me that this is the speaker.
Yes, this is the speaker. These holes, the speaker is behind this door, and these holes were made
And
to.
all of the door is carbon fiber with some fabric on it.
Yes,
And these things just to pull the door.
yes.
And
And the leather strap to open the door.
look at, okay. You're filming? No, go closer. Okay, look. This is how you open the door.
It's a very unique piece,
And you said something very interesting.
which is?
You said that the air vents are made of metal.
Yes.
Based on the simple fact that
Yeah.
when you turn,
When you turn the air conditioning on to the max temperature setting, the temperature, the temperature comes from the engine. So if you put your hand over the vents, you're gonna burn your hands because of how hot it is. Going one level below will be fine. You'll be completely fine. But as soon as you go to the highest setting,
okay,
that's
a
instant.
different
Yeah,
story.
yeah. You start sweating inside, even in the winter, in the wind, all of that.
And you said something about the blind spot.
Oh yes, the rear view mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a new blind spot you have to deal with.
Okay.
Mainly because one day I was out and about in the car, and I came to an intersection, and I looked to my left and to my right. I didn't
was
see
no
any
cars.
cars. I pulled out, and suddenly a car appeared from behind the behind the rear view mirror, and that literally changed my the way I drive this car. I became so paranoid after that.
Well, the thing is, you know, some cars they give you a certain respect
Yeah.
when it comes to driving skills
Yeah,
or the way you drive.
definitely.
When we grew up, we were driving so many cars in our lives. We don't have any respect. I mean, it's like, yeah, خلاص, drive and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with these kind of cars, you kind of learn how to I'm not gonna say respect them or respect the law, whatever, because we do respect the law. But there is a certain way to drive it that
Yeah.
you learn it because you don't want anything to happen to the car.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. So you become extra cautious,
Oh, yes.
especially around people who are taking a peek into the car.
Exactly, because
So-
some people they just might swerve just
Yeah.
because I know.
Yeah, that actually happened to me a few times,
It's
unfortunately.
an attention grabber, mashallah.
It
tabarak
is,
Allah.
mashallah, but that doesn't, that's not punishable by death. Seriously. I mean, there's nothing between me and the metal that's coming towards me. There's no windshield.
No windshield, no
There's
nothing.
there's no window, nothing. This is your face, the car in front of you. That's it.
Well, I mean, thank you.
And the helmet, of
And the
course.
helmet, of course. Thank you for this treat.
You're most welcome.
We couldn't dream about this in a million years.
It's my pleasure.
He is traveling soon.
Yeah.
When you come back, we will do some rolling shots of the car. We're gonna do a reel of the car eventually. We're gonna do a mini reel here when we are standing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do the whole shebang when you come back, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And we're gonna get other chances like these, I think, from your side, because this guy has a weird taste that I love.
Yeah.
The white rims on the red car.
Oh yes,
I
that's
mean-
that's a giveaway.
That's a giveaway,
A
yeah,
small giveaway to what's coming up.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, this guy is as crazy as they get in Qatar.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I respect that, because if you're gonna spec something, you have to spec it to a royalty status.
Absolutely, I agree. Well, what's the point of being like all the others? I mean,
There's no point.
yeah,
There's no point.
that's not. It's not really giving off your taste in cars.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Well, thank you very much for this treat. Thank you,
most welcome.
Muhammad, and we will see
You're
you soon,
most welcome, inshallah.
Guys, share, subscribe, mention. I mean, this YouTube channel is our YouTube channel is your YouTube channel. These things are not going to be even possible without you guys following us. This is the most extreme treat that we had on this channel yet. I don't think anyone can top it off. But by all means, I mean, it's just amazing. And just thank you again for giving us this opportunity.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thank you. Bless you. Cheers.